Hello, this is Ryan Riccatelli with asnews.net and the Kiteboarder magazine, and we are at Surf Expo in the Naish booth with Nick Stewart, and he's going to take us through the Naish product line, and got all kinds of new toys here. So
absolutely. Well, let's start with the new Sigma kites, this is the Colt. Obviously, you guys can see the difference between the new shape and the old bow kites. First, starting with the shape.
Let me get out of the way.
First, starting with the shape, which is the new difference. Obviously, you can tell that it's shaped like a Sigma, which is the reason for the name Sigma kites. The new shape, what we did, we took the leading edge and pushed it back. So the regular bow kites come back here. We took the toe point on the kites and moved it backwards, making the center of gravity of the kites further back in the kites than the old bow kites. What this does is it enables the kite to be able to sheet out and sheet in without losing air. So all the lost air that used to be here when you were fully sheeted out now is gained in the trailing edge, because everything in this kite is not cut off, it's pushed back. Second thing with this kite, turning no longer comes from the corners, it comes from the center. All these kites turn from the middle, making it so that 50% of the kite is always filled with air throughout your turn, making it more stable and smoother and actually stronger through your turns. Also, relaunch. As opposed to the old sea and bow kites that sat flat on the water, this kite sits open in between. What this does is when you pull up on the trailing edge, as opposed to having to rotate the kite, this kite will rotate on its edge and relaunch itself. The biggest deal with this kite is actually geotech. Geotech keeps the canopy stiff as opposed to the kites that kept low profile, high performance kite. It's got 5 struts, includes our octopus system, which is our one pump. The Colt is going to be pretty much our series. It's going to be one of our top sellers in our kite series. The kite series, which is the Sigma design, includes the Helix up above you, the Colt, which is the blue kite, which is directly above you, the Code, which is the last kite in the line over here, which is essentially the Colt. It just doesn't have an octopus system, and it's solid colors, mainly for schools or people that don't want single pump inflation. The last kite in the line you will see is a Alliance. The Alliance is our 5th line version of our Sigma kites. For the rider that doesn't want a bridle system but wants all the advantages of the new shape and geotech, the Alliance is a great alternative. Rides terrific. It's modeled after the Torch, which was a great seller for us for the last couple of years. The kite you'll see directly next to the Alliance is the Torch. It's the only kite that we kept from last year's models. The 08 Torch is pretty much an exact replica of the 07 that was so liked by our crowd, and just includes new graphics.
All kinds of new toys.
That's about it for kites. Starts with the Haze. We went to all wood cores. Every one of our boards across the line for our twin tips is wood cored. This is our standard twin tip, beginner, intermediate board, extremely flexy, which makes it very comfortable for beginning intermediate riders through chop, very comfortable on the knees. Comes with our foot pads and straps that are universal for all of our boards. Those
things are plush. Take us through those real quick.
These are the D1 straps. What we did this year is made it completely comes off, very easy to replace. Also 2 different screw points, which makes the ability to be able to go what I call duck-footed, wider or an inside stance. To be able to make adjustments to the strap is very easy. 2 points insertion, and can be adjusted either with the small strap or the large strap. Makes it very easy to put in, and also makes it very adjustable. Also comes with the new handle. Second kite in our second board in our line is the Soul. Same as last year, it is wood cord. The only difference in the sole this year is we put it in a reinforcement, making it a bit stiffer than last year's board. Great freestyle board, has somewhat of a snowboard feel to it, very carvy, great with your freestyle riders or your free ride. And the new graphics. We kept the wood opening just to give it kind of an old school feel and show that they all are wood cord.
It's pretty cool. That actually looks really neat.
Yeah, I like it. Last is our hardcore freestyle board. This is the Thorn. Same pretty much model as last year. The only thing we did do is take a little bit off the top of all these boards and add some width to them. Basically a 133 from last year. You can ride a 131 today and get about the same float out of it. Again, wood cord. We did on this board, we included reinforcements that cross through the middle here, creating 2 flex points here, making it extremely stiff in the middle section of the boards, but keeping the tips a bit flexible for your takeoffs and landings. The back of the board's also got a reinforcement going directly down the middle, increasing the strength of the board. And from our pro riders' comments, they say this is unbreakable. So if you can break it, we'll send you a new one, probably give you some money for it as well. So flat back, quad fins, extremely fast. Any of your twin tip type riders that are going to come over and ride a surfboard are probably going to be happy with the fast rocker. Kind of flat, really easy to ride on the rails, extremely easy to go upwind. The fish.
This looks fun. This looks like a really fun
crazy
board.
Cool board. Any of your heavier riders, light small waves, light wind, this is going to be a great board for you. Going to be really easy to cruise upwind. It's got our twin fins. Just an incredible board. This board also comes in a 6'6" fish. Different shape, but it's a great board. We don't have it here, but it does come in a 6'6". One thing that's different this year, the quick release has got a stopper ball, stopping this from coming out. Mostly on the beach is what we were having happen, is people taking off their harness quick and losing this piece. This piece is going to stop that from happening.
That's good. It's never fun when you can't get in your harness.
I've also got a new Mission harness. It's got a denim back to give kind of like a funky feel to it. Obviously got the pirate logo. Great harness, pretty low price point. Also includes with the Elite, the Pro, and the Mission, has a soft like wetsuit type feel to it, which isn't going to create any friction.
Awesome. What do you think about Surf Expo this year?
It's great. We had a great show yesterday. Extremely busy. A bunch of people excited about the new kites, excited about the new boards, so we're anxious to get them out on the water.
And what's your role with Naish?
I am working with the distribution for the U.S., Canada, and the Caribbean on the kite side, so I'm mainly based in Hood River, also Maui, and just getting those kites out as much as possible.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.